So from the BBC, I got this incredible opportunity to work at the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. At the time, the music director was Daniel Barenboim, an Argentine. And suddenly, a lot of my professional life was in Spanish again. And Chicago, there's so much Spanish spoken that you could go for days at a time speaking Spanish. And it was fantastic. Really, it was a really special experience on many, many, many levels, personal and professional. So Chicago was just a transformative experience. Maybe the most important learning there is just the constant emphasis on quality. You know, every day, how can they, the orchestra, be a better ensemble? And then California for 9 incredible years as well. Living in the Bay Area was just the most enriching, inspiring gift in our lives, and we enjoyed every moment, and especially running an organization like Cal Performances at the heart of the University of California, Berkeley, which is just a hotbed of arts and culture and intellect. And then in 2018, when I was invited to apply for the position here, I immediately said yes. I mean, it's one of the, if not the world's greatest orchestras. And the connection that this orchestra has with the great Yannick Nézet-Séguin, who's our music director, it's hard to find ways to describe it, and to really understand it, come and hear the Philadelphia Orchestra with Yannick, because what they do in terms of musical communication, the level of performance is simply extraordinary. So I always loved the city as a place to be, and then on a whole other level, the world-class arts and culture. I mean, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, the Barnes Foundation, the University of Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Orchestra. I mean, it is remarkable what we have in this city, and it's what makes Philadelphia a global city. I think the most important thing was sort of to remind everybody in the city what a great civic gift the Philadelphia Orchestra is. For me, it was about a big open embrace to the community from the Philadelphia Orchestra. So, you know, we did simple but I hope powerful things like starting to talk about your Philadelphia Orchestra. I mean, we did a whole campaign around that. We started changing the nature of the programming for it to become a lot more representative of the world at large, and especially of our community. We really invested in digital and made sure that we were far more accessible digitally than we'd been before, and on and on and on. I mean, it was we did a lot of work, and we still are. So, and we didn't slow down in COVID. Shortly thereafter came the murder of George Floyd, and we really took much more seriously and urgently our role in terms of social impact. And we went even further in the development of our repertoire, making sure that we were representing Black composers, Black artists. We created a podcast called Here Together, which is all about the connection between music and social impact, and really addressing issues of social justice, race, and other matters where they intersect with music. That's now in its 4th year. We created another series called Our City, Your Orchestra, which was about working with civic entities, Black-owned businesses, Black leaders in our community, and to create with them video documentaries that bring together musicians of the orchestra and their performances and these organizations. What did COVID teach us? The power of collaboration. That, you know, when you collaborate, truly the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And so it was during that time that I started very deep conversations with my then counterpart at the Kimmel Center for the Performing Arts, Anne Ewers, who was also a dear friend and colleague. And we said, how are we going to fulfill, you know, principle number 3? Be sure to be here to help Philadelphia thrive on the other side of this. And it very quickly became clear that if we're serious about collaborating, if we're serious about serving our audiences, about preserving the greatness of this great orchestra and these amazing venues, and connecting audiences to the transformative power of live performing arts, we needed to merge. And so we started a years-long negotiation process that culminated on December 3rd, 2021, with the creation of the Philadelphia Orchestra and Kimmel Center, Inc. We're now just over a year into it. It's been an extraordinary run. There's two ways of looking at it. We took a lot of friction out of the system. So now two organizations that were operating in parallel lines are all working together. And what's far more exciting are the collaborative opportunities that get opened up between the orchestra and the venues and the other resident companies. Conversations are happening that could never have happened before. And that is an extraordinary gift to Philadelphia, which was, after all, the main reason for the merger. I think the arts are ever more urgent. You probably heard me say that the arts give voice to thoughts and ideas that words alone cannot. The arts give that crucial space, not just for reflection, but also for action. It changes the way we look at the world around us, and all of the arts organizations that we have the great pleasure to work with are about that. You come to see a performance and you leave transformed, and you help make the world a better place as a result. That's what we need to do. That's what the arts do.